My personal experience with probate is my dear friend, her father passed away in his sleep. We could only be so lucky. He didn't have anything in place because he was young. He was only 58. He didn't, obviously we hope we're going to live longer, and he didn't. 4 years later, we got her probate closed. The house was getting foreclosed on, cars were getting repoed. She didn't have access to assets. The court tied things up. We had to do what we call an ancillary probate in another state because he had property in a different state. We had to get that wrapped up. The attorney she hired, frankly, messed up a lot of things. She has PTSD to this day, guaranteed. She is, anytime the phone rings, she kind of just gets nervous and doesn't want to pick it up because she had people hounding her. She had creditors harassing her. She had the mortgage company screaming at her. She had the car company screaming at her. And it's just overwhelming. You lose your dad. That was her rock. To have to basically navigate a whole process for 4 years on her own was traumatizing. It was absolutely traumatizing. So that's why estate planning is so important. I had another friend, his dad unfortunately retired, got diagnosed with cancer, and they're like, oh my God, what do we do? And I'm like, put it in a estate plan, let's get into a trust. And 4 years later, they still thank me about how easy that was. They weren't having to scramble. They weren't having people call them and harass them. They were able to access those funds, take care of everything, pay off the house, distribute everything within 3 months. 3 months, 4 years, you pick what you might want to handle. It was hard for her. And like I said, she still has issues with it. Probate is a nightmare.